Greetings. I am nothing, I am nobody, and this is my opinion. I want to give my impression of the Chaz, what's going on in Seattle, that autonomous zone thing. Now, assuming that Sticks, Hex, and Hammer is wrong and the Chaz does last more than a few weeks, maybe a few years, you know, I think, though I think Sticks, Hex, and Hammer is right. Just assuming for a moment that he's wrong and that it lasts for a few years, instead of a few weeks. Here's my prediction: they'll start killing people. They'll start killing the white people that are there for the money, for resources. Um, no, they'll go after the Jews. Their idea of what makes a person white won't be like the Harvard style. It's like it's that you're not, that if you've been oppressed, that you're not white. That shit. Whatever the white supremacists don't like you, then you're not white. That shit. No, they'll go by the simple standard of pink skins. Everybody whose skin is pink. The pink skins are white. So I'll go by that definition. All right, pink skins. The Jew's skin is pink. My skin is pink. Lots of people's skin are pink. They won't be going on whiteness. That bizarre little theory that is that has to do with systemic systemic oppression, systemic advantage, systemic privilege. That shit, right? They're not going to go by that definition. They're going to go by pink skin. Your skin is pink, therefore you're white. So, yeah, Jews, dead. Scots, dead. Irish, dead. Italian, dead. Anglo, dead. Saxon, dead. You get the idea. Slavs, dead. Interesting note, the word slave comes from Slavs. Slavs were slaves. Yeah. So, so the word that we use for slavery is Slav. It's a perversion of the word Slav. So basically, when we're saying a person is a slave, we're saying they're like the Slavs. But Slavs dead. You get the idea. If the skin's pink, dead. And they'll do that to take the resources from the people that are pink skinned. Do what they can to get our resources so that they can continue their little LARPing session and so on. But I think eventually they'll hit a point where they have no resources and they can't go outside. They can't leave the Chaz to get resources, and resources aren't going to be brought into the Chaz, so they're fucked. And I do think it'll just take a few weeks to reach that point. Okay, but if they don't reach that point, okay, well, no, if they do, have the ability to just keep getting resources elsewhere, and keep bringing stuff in, well, they'll need money, so they'll get their money by slaughtering the pink skins. So yeah, it'll eventually be a bloodbath if it lasts that long. Yeah. So there it is. And then once they're out of pink skins, Then they'll start going after the Asians, and once they're after, once they're done, going after Asians, they'll go after the Latinos. And then once they're out of the Latinos, basically any group that is Latinos and Middle Easterners, all right, will be lumped together because they're going off of skin tone, okay, and Middle Easterners and Latinos have the same skin tone, so yeah, so they'll go after them next, that lumped group, all right, the Browns, all right, then they'll go after basically people who are not totally black, who have a slightly lighter skin tone than somebody who is actually living in Africa, and so on, keep going on and keep going after the darker and darker skin tones, and eventually just have coming up with bullshit regulations as to what would make you have whiteness, and then but I think they'll always go out skin tone, not taking in historical context or other things that have gone on, just skin tone, right? And that's pretty much all they'll do. It's like, hey, if you've got the wrong skin tone, you're white. And then, once you're white, you're meat. You're dead. But yeah, I don't think that this little the Chaz will last that long enough for that to happen. But sure, if it does last long enough, they'll exterminate all the white people first. The pink skins first, and then coming up with different reasons why somebody is whiteness. Right. Pink skins, then Asians, then the brown, then people who are not totally black, and then just people who act wrong, have the wrong attitude, the wrong behavior. My opinion. I could be full of shit. Oh yeah. If you're here to just argue with me, all right, I have no influence. I'm a tiny channel. Reconsider what you're doing with your life. I'm nobody. There are thousands of nobodies out there. You're wasting your time. And I'm going to delete your comment because I don't feel like trolling anymore.